Like list, we have another data structure called a tuple. And a tuple works in the same way as a list. The only difference is that a tuple is immutable. So let's try to see what a tuple is. So let me create our first tuple by saying my tuple. My tuple is going to be a tuple, and a tuple is created by using these brackets. So we can have comma separated values within these brackets, and we have our tuple. So let me try to create a tuple of numbers. We have our tuple containing numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's try to print this out. We're going to print this out by saying print my my tuple. When I run this, I'm going to come and say Python. And this is going to be tuples.py. This is going to print our tuple. Now, as I said, tuples work almost the same way as lists. So let's see this happen. So I'm going to try to access some of the items within this tuple. So I'm going to say my tuple. We use indices. So I'll access the element at index 0. So if I print this, actually let me just print it from here. So I'll just add my print statement right here. So I'll say print my tuple. When I save this, we are going to run, and this is going to give us the item at index 1. Now we can also check if a certain element exists within our tuple. How do we do that? So we can just print. So let's try to find out whether 1 is in, let's say 1 is in my tuple. Let's try this. So when I save this, I am going to come and run the file again. And this is going to say true. This is because we are having 1 being in our tuple. Let's try for a number that does not exist in our tuple. Let me try to print 10 in my tuple. So when I save this and open my terminal, so I'm going to run this file, and what we're going to see is false. This is because 10 does not exist within our tuple. Now let's try to be able to loop over items in our tuple. So we can do that by saying I in my tuple. I'm going to print I. When I save this, I'm going to open up our terminal again, and when I run, we are going to see that it's going to iterate over every item within the tuple and return each item. So let's also try to assign an element, and we check the immutability of a tuple. So to do that, we're going to say my tuple, let's say index 5 is equal to, let's say, hello, just like we can do in a list. So when you do this, and I'm going to try to run this. So when I run this, it's going to print and give us an error showing us that we cannot assign items to a tuple.